Told him about your comparison between Octagonal and Kingston Town, and Malcolm pointed out to me that Octagonal wouldn't have created a breeze around Kingston Town's posterior, although he said it in coarser terms than that.
Well, you know why he wouldn't have done it. So he would have been in front of him.
What are you doing?
Well, I had a quiet week, to be honest, and I'm a very talented man. I've lots of strings to my bow. I thought I'd just whip up a little painting of my favourite horse, Octagonal.
If you can take Simon O'Donnell seriously, listen to this.
Spartacus in the Oakley Plate. Moowide's just going to be a superstar, and I'm waiting for St. Leon Octagonal in the Australian Cup. It's a while away, but I love it.
I agree.
Good on you.
Good on you, Shane.
I like it.
But like many Australians, I just love to watch this horse race. He has those champion qualities that sets him apart from the rest. And here at Flemington Racecourse, only 12 days ago, he won the Australian Cup. It's a race I'll never forget.
100 metres out of the cup now. Istedad takes the lead. Juggler down the outside. Octagonal is joining in with a good run. And they're followed by Magnet Bay and further back Gull City getting up along the inside. Juggler's taken a slow lead. Istedad, Gull City finishing very fast. Octagonal deeper on the track. It's Juggler just in front with 100 metres left to go. Gull City along the inside finishing very fast. Octagonal diving up and here's a great go as they hit the line. Oh, very tight Octagonal.
Yeah, it's his mind's tingling, Simon. You know, I mean, he's been something special to me over, a long period of time. And I suppose, going out from Victoria on a, race like that today, I mean, words fail me really. I mean, what do I have to say? He's just an unbelievable horse, and to get the reception he's got today, and he's always been a champion, and I think he's proved it in more ways than one. And I think today was the real nail in the coffin, I think. So I don't think he's got any knockers now, fresh anywhere else, anywhere. So I think he's really proved his point today.
When I started to dig my knees right into him, he found that extra neck. Only champions can do it, and he certainly did today.
For owners Jack and Bob Ingham, Occy is the champion they've waited a lifetime to find. The Chicken Kings have poured millions into racing and owned hundreds of horses, but this fella is something special.
Like, business is wonderful, and we've done great in business, but there's no thrill like getting a champion like this fella. The thrills we've got are just so much different to any thrill you can get in business. So it's just something quite different.
Business doesn't often make you cry, does it?
No, it doesn't. You're right. You're right.
The Inghams have watched Occy win a Rosehill Guineas, an AJC Derby and a Cox Plate. But it was a rattling run on Sydney's outermost track that left Jack spellbound.
Johnny's always said he was a great champion, but the win at Warwick Farm, that was just unbelievable to see what how he ran those last 800 metres when he switched round the field and took off, and just to hear the crowd. As soon as he went round them, they started cheering, and from the corner home, they all cheered, and it was just unbelievable experience, really.
Daring tactics by Shane Dye. Will they pay off? He's got Octagonal in full flight on the corner, led by a length and a half to Juggler, who's moving to second. Falante third, flat to the boards, and the other two are beaten off. Octagonal first into the straight. He's got a two-length break on Juggler. Boss goes for the whip on Juggler, who's coming out after Rocky. Octagonal's in front, 100 out. Juggler is trying desperately to pick him up, but bold tactics by Shane Dye are going to pay off, and he pinches the Chipping Norton.
I thought it was just a ride. I can't believe the publicity I got over it, because I had a job to do and I did it. If I wasn't on a horse like Octagonal, he would have got beat, and I would have looked a mug. So, you can only do it when you're on a horse like Octagonal.
Occy ran his final 600 metres in an astonishing 32.81 seconds. It's hard to believe this is the same horse that languished midfield through most of the spring and was just one failure away from retirement.
Johnny was a little bit wavering, but no, I always wanted him to come back, because, we just knew he had something there, and it's just a temporary little setback. But he still won a Group 1, even when his form wasn't quite as good.
Oh, yeah, I'd be the first to admit, yes. There was times, I wanted to retire the horse, but I suppose you're not overprotective, but you sort of don't like the horse to get knocked. I perhaps tried to keep him more focused this time. I may have trained him a little too hard in the spring, trying to make him sprint, make him stay, I sort of might have made a few mistakes myself, but in saying that, this time, the main key, the ability was there, so really all it was to keep him focused, and that's what I've tried to do, this preparation, and it seems to be working at this stage.
Despite the disappointments of spring, Octagonal's legion of loyal fans never really gave up hope. Like Kingston Town and superimposed before him, he's the people's horse. They love him. He's raced 26 times for 9 Group 1 wins, and if he's hit the front, he's never once been run down.
Octagonal, Mahogany are coming to the line, locked together. It's a fantastic finish, Octagonal. Octagonal wins the Cox Plate.
No one has more respect for Octagonal's spirit than jockey Darren Beedman. He's no longer his regular rider, but will never forget his heroics of last autumn.
Saintly and Octagonal. Beedman throwing everything at Octagonal. He gets there. Yes, Octagonal wins the Derby.
When he looks like he's down and out, and he keeps fighting. And I think that's what people really love in a horse, is a horse that's got a great will to win, and he's got a great fighting nature.
He's not a horse that's ever won by margins. He's always won by necks, you know, short margins. I suppose it's that will to win, bit of guts. I think that's what the Aussie person's all about, and I think that sort of has brought him, in with the people.
What I'm saying is enjoy Occy while you still have the chance. There's plans for just 1 or perhaps 2 more starts, and then he's off to stud.
Well, one thing about him, we'll always be able to see him, and hopefully all these progeny will come through, which will be fantastic. But